You have an enemy who wants to steal, kill, and destroy your faith, your hope, your joy, your life. Hi there, friend. Welcome to today's video. We are going to take a look at spiritual battle. I'm not talking demon possession. No, that's a whole other type of spiritual battle. We're talking about personal, day-to-day battles where the enemy constantly wants to come at you. We're going to look at signs and symptoms to recognize when you're in the midst of it. We're also going to look at root causes that could have set you up for that. And so when you recognize, you can learn to avoid them. And finally, you're going to be given some tools on how to battle and succeed. So let's get cracking.
One day we up, one day we down, one day we up.
The signs and symptoms I'm about to share with you are not comprehensive. There are others, but these are really clear and very common indicators that can help you and recognize if you're in the midst of spiritual battle. First one might surprise you. The feeling of shame, as if there is something wrong with you. Feeling defeated, overwhelmed, frustrated, feeling like you're coming up short, feeling empty inside, like you got nothing to give. Loneliness, feeling invisible around other people, like you don't really matter. And finally, depression. Now, depression can also have a physical form, and I highly recommend that you also check in with your family physician or a therapist to address depression if it is coming from an actual physical biochemistry issue in your body. So let's look at potential root causes of those signs and symptoms. Unforgiveness. You're not letting them off the hook. Whatever you think somebody did wrong or a situation went wrong, you're just unwilling to let it go. Resentment or bitterness, pride, jealousy, good old-fashioned coveting. And like, you're totally entitled. Self-loathing. Can't stand myself. I think I'm awful. Hate myself. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. I'm too much. Now that you recognize that you're in the midst of a spiritual battle, I have 3 powerful strategies to help you succeed and have victory over them. The first one, and always your first, will be to go to God and seek His help. For God is spirit, and He has the power and the knowledge to know what is going on in the spiritual realm. He has been waiting for you to seek His help, because God desires collaboration with you. You have been given free will. He desires for you to invite Him in to the battle. The second strategy available to you is a tough one for a lot of people, because it means you actually have to humble yourself and recognize your own sinful behavior. If you have been harboring unforgiveness, resentment, or bitterness, or have been holding on to pride that everything is in your power, your will, then yeah, you have to humbly go before the Lord and ask for forgiveness, and then choose to repent and turn away from that kind of thinking and attitude. Because if you hold on to that, it allows the enemy a stronghold into your heart, into your spirit. The third strategy is especially beneficial for you if you have been struggling with spiritual depression. And what that is looking at Philippians 4:8, taking your mind and focusing on the things that are right and true and noble and lovely. These things will bring you the peace of God. We learn to take our thoughts captive and we hold on to the truth of God. I have a bonus strategy for you, and this is actually being supported by actual scientific research, and that is to focus on gratitude. Lift up prayers of gratitude to God. In a research study at the University of Indiana, led by researcher Pratik Kinney, they looked at how gratitude shaped the brain and how it affected it. This is monumental, the potential that gratitude has in helping people fight depression from the physical sense. I'm not saying to negate any kind of medical care or seeing your doctor if you are struggling with the physiological aspects of depression. But to get into the practice of gratitude is of huge help. And it's a mighty way to defeat the enemy who wants to destroy good in your life and in your hopes and in your faith. My suggestion is to daily begin a list of 5 things you're grateful for. 5, and lift them up to the Lord and thank Him for those things. Let each thing be a new gratitude for you. Try the gratitude list for the next 2 weeks and see what happens. I want to remind you that you have been saved to belong in the family of God. If you feel lonely, if you feel that you're not connected, seek fellow believers. Start a conversation. Do not fight your battles alone. You are not meant to be alone. God Himself even said, "It is not good for mankind to be alone." Seek Him first and seek others around you. Don't let the enemy win. Welcome to